Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Revert Reaction, and today I'm going to be showing you my deck profile for the Sun Gohan deck that I'll be running for Regionals Indianapolis February 3rd and 4th. So, there's only one substitution-ish type thing that's in here, and surprisingly it's actually not for the expansions. If I get the expansions in time, there will be a little bit difference, but I think my expansions actually come that weekend, so I won't have them, which sucks. I just realized that. Anyway, so this is the Full Power Sun Gohan, which on the Unawakened side, if I have more life than my opponent, I draw a card, which is nice. It punishes decks that don't want to awaken you. It allows you to still keep somewhat of a hand. And the Awakened side, obviously you draw when you attack, and for 6 energy, I can kill your entire field unless it says on it like Beast Sacred Guard, where this card cannot be killed by a skill. So that's what we're running with. So we're going to start with the extra cards first. This is a blue-green deck, but there is a smidgen of red, but you never charge a red energy unless you have no other option. So the first thing is I have 4 Wheeze Coercions for obvious reasons. If you have any kind of blue in your deck, these are the go-to negates, because as long as you have a blue energy, they're free to use. I am using 4 objections because getting to that 6 energy drop's a big deal. If you can get there sooner than your opponent, as long as you can live through all the threats that they put at you, they're dead next turn. So being able to get your energy up really fast is extremely nice. And especially after you get your energy up past 6, where you can start saving energy afterwards, that also plays a key factor into it. The weird thing about this card is, like, if you use this card at 6 energy, you're going to kill the other field, but then you're kind of at the mercy of the other person. So normally I try to, if I can, wait until 7 energy before using it. That way I still can keep a blue to protect myself. Then obviously, again, if you're running a blue deck, 4 Senzu Beans, kind of a no-brainer, pretty obvious. If you're not doing that, you must have an amazing setup, and I don't know about it. And then I'm running 2 Results of Training, because even though the Unawakened side of this card does punish the opponent in a way for not awakening you, I've played multiple games before I ran Results in this deck, and, you know, I'd have 8 energy, but they wouldn't awaken me unless they thought they could take me out this turn, which completely negates that 6-drop skill. Sure, I'm still drawing cards, but that 6-drop skill is really what makes this card better than, you know, most leaders. And I say most leaders, obviously there's leaders better than this one in some people's opinions, but I do think this leader is really nice. So now we're at battle cards. I'm running 4 energy boosted Majin Buu, just to be able to, you know, first turn play this down, draw a card. Good for deck cycling. Good for, you know, getting a combo card out there. You know, if I'm trying to protect myself because I want to stay at more life and they're sort of being aggressive but not really, I can just play this card, not attack with it, and then boop, combo with it, done. So it's just a really nice card. Deck thinning is deck winning, and it's always a good way to play your game. So the next card that I'm running is 4 Trunks Protector of Children. You know, any deck that you run, you get that color of this card and you play it. This one's that when you're at 4 less life, 10,000 bonus draw card. Dodoria's for yellow, Divine Aid Vados for red, and Boost Energy Piccolo for blue. Those are no-brainers. Run them in your deck. So here's one of the first instances of red in my deck. It is actually the Videl, Gohan's partner. Now, you're wondering, you know, why are you running a 2-drop red? Well, this card states that if Gohan Adolescence, which is this card, is in my battle area or my leader area, I can play this card for free. And this card's a blocker. So this is 4 blockers for free, essentially, that I never have to pay any energy for. They just go out on my field when I put them in my hand. So that's a great advantage to being able to just have and not have to worry about paying an energy for a blocker, because I have 4 for free. Next is 4 Ultimate Judgment Jackos. These cards, I can charge as a blue energy if I want, but really what makes it nice is when you're sitting there towards the end of the game and they're starting to swing all in at you, these are nice to have because, as most of you know, they let you bounce back one of their combo cards, the opponents. It's only if you are defending, if you are getting attacked, you can bounce back a combo. I can't play this card and then bounce back a combo that you're trying to play against me, but it's just super nice late game. It's a free 5,000 combo, you know, just a nice thing to have. Now the second instance of further instance of red cards, and I believe these are the only other ones, is the Furthering Destruction Chompers, and I'm running 3 of those. These cards are really nice for either early game pressure or late game finisher. If your opponent's at 2 life and you have your leader card only, I have won multiple matches by going all in on a double strike with my leader because the opponent isn't thinking about it, and it makes it really nice. So here start coming the powerhouses of the game. I'm running 4 energy powered Go Tanks. These cards speak for themselves, in fact, of how good they are. You attack a leader, they discard a card, period. There's no if this, if that. You attack a leader, they discard a card. This becomes really nice when you start emptying a player's field or emptying their hand. They're going to run out of things to do, and it just takes cards out of their hand that they may have used later. So, also, free 5,000 combo. I try to keep as many free 5,000 combos as I can possible in my deck. So here's the one case of substitution. So, I have 1 Kale in my deck, but it's supposed to be 4 Kales. I have 1 coming the weekend of regionals, which I am getting for helping somebody out. I'm letting them stay with me. I'm driving them around. You know, it's a friend of my brother's. I didn't even ask for it. I was going to trade for it anyway, but he's giving me a Kale. And then a buddy of mine is letting me borrow 2 Kales because this deck was only put together about a week and a half ago. And then I did really well at my local tournament with it. I went 3-1 without any Kales at all. And Kales just make this deck amazing. You know, with the energy boosted Boos and the Videls that I constantly have on the field, you know, killing a card to kill 5 of yours just adds to his ability of burn 6 energy, kill their field. Well, if I can play this for 4, excuse me, I'm coming down with a cold. If I can play this for 4 instead of 6, and you have enough threats, like if you're playing a token deck, like Go Tanks or Chilled, these kills all the tokens. And then I can kill your 5-drop Go Tanks, essentially doing what I wanted to do with this, but saving me 2 energy. So that's the only substitution I have for the video. I obviously will not be substituting at regionals, because that's not allowed, but I will have my 4 Kales then, so I'm running that. And for the next one, which this will most likely change when the Heroes expansion gets to me when I get mine in the mail, is 3 Energy Boost Beerus. They're Kales, but if you have 5 energy, you kill something. But it's double strike. So it's not a terrible card. It's double strike, same power as Kale. But the downside is, as I like to say earlier, I like the free 5,000 combos. This one is a 1-charge 10,000 combo. Granted, it is double strike, but Kale's critical. I can throw a Chomp on there, and it does essentially the same thing. So when the new Heroes expansion comes out, I'll be putting in the psyched up Go Tanks for that one most likely. Now these are my favorite card in this deck. They apply so much pressure and allow you so much versatility. The Super Saiyan Go Tanks. I'm running 4 of these. So, you know, you play this card, stand 2 up, or stand 2 energy up, and draw a card. It's essentially a 3-drop once you have 5 energy. So as long as this doesn't get cold bloodlusted, it's just amazing to have. And it just really does a number on the opponent as far as pressure, being that it's a 25k card. So, and then these 2 cards right here are kind of like my big hitters that I sometimes use, but not really. Beerus, General of Demolition. These might also be 2 cards that I let go when the Heroes expansion comes out. What I'm kind of thinking is I might let one of these go, and I'm probably going to let the Beeruses go, which will give me 6 cards, which isn't enough. I need 7. Anyway, that's just kind of my thought, but that's what I'm running. Late game, if you fail to combo out on me and you have 2 cards left, I'm most likely going to have 7 energy, if not a little bit more, and then I'm just going to play it. And then you discard 2 cards, and if you can't, I win. And if you do, you're probably screwed anyway, because I'm not going to play this card unless I'm sure that you don't have anything for it. This card just scares me a lot because Cold Bloodlust. I mean, the good thing about this card, it's not when you play it, it's when you attack a leader card. So if they Cold Bloodlust, then I'll just leave it on the field, hope they don't find a way to KO it, and then. But if that's the case, if I'm playing against a yellow deck, I'm going to play something like this more often, where it's a 5-drop, and it's not going to hurt me so much. Unless I'm just boiling with energy, I'm not going to risk it on a yellow deck. So that's about it, though, guys. This is my full power Gohan deck. I was actually thinking about doing my Gotenks deck, but since I'm not playing that in regionals anymore, I decided to just do my Gohan deck. If you like the videos that I'm doing, I've played a few games on Octagon. I've made some theories on what I thought was going to happen with Super before they announced that there is no further arc. But the video is pretty nice itself. It's still a good idea. Good thing to check out. And check out my other content if you enjoy it, guys. And hey, who knows? Maybe, just maybe, I'll do really, really well at regionals, and then this video will go viral, which would be awesome. But if you enjoyed the video, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Comment down below what decks you're running, and if you're running a Gohan, tell me what color decks you're using. If you're using a red-blue, blue-green, green-red, not red-blue, leader's green, green-red, green-blue, green-yellow. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me what cards you think would make an improvement on it. And don't put the $70 Gohan. That makes just about every deck better, but if I don't have 4 Kales, I sure as hell don't have the money for 4 Gohans. So, I appreciate it, guys. Catch you next time. Later.